Alright guys, this is just a quick 3D printer tip. So whenever I was leveling the bed, see if I can get a shot of this, I noticed, let me drive this, I'm going to drive it back over here. So I'm just manually driving the carriage over. You can see it's pretty much just right there at the bed. I'm going to come over here because this is where you're going to be able to see this. I'm going to drive it on over, and I noticed whenever I was doing the, I was leveling it with a piece of paper, where you put a piece of paper under it and get the gap right. Well, I'm driving it on over, and watch what happens. Hopefully you're going to be able to see this. Hopefully it's going to pick it up. Let me get the camera right where it needs to be. Now look. See how the head or the nozzle is up off of the bed? Look how it lifts right up. Hopefully that's coming through. So I was looking at that and I'm thinking, what the heck's going on? And then I realized that my whole carriage is loose. And what's happening is the Bowden tube, whenever it drives over far enough, that Bowden tube, now I have shortened up the Bowden tube, probably a little too short, but I don't print a whole lot of things that causes the carriage to come over this far anyway. But that's still not a good thing. I need to put a little bit longer Bowden tube on it, but nonetheless, your carriage needs to be tighter than that so that you get accurate prints. And I'm going to show you how to do that. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to disable the steppers. That way I can just manually move this, because I'm going to move this on up just so I can work on it easier. I'll turn it around. And what you got are these three wheels right here. Is what allows the carriage to ride in the track. And if you look at that, I mean, that thing is just, that's unbelievably loose, way too loose. Well, the bottom wheel is on an eccentric. So you just take the wrench that comes with the printer and you're gonna turn it until that play is completely out of it. But you don't want it so tight that the wheels are digging in. You still want the wheels to be able to freely turn. Just a little bit more. Okay, that's probably just about perfect. So now turn this thing back around. I like to manually pull it down, get it kind of close. That way whenever it does the auto home, it doesn't have so far to drive. So we're going to come over here. And we're going to see what happens here. So I'm going to move the x-axis. Turn that light off. Yeah. See, now even though that Bowden tube is starting to get tight, And like I say, I shortened this up, probably a little too short. So I've got some more Bowden tube. I'll have to put a longer Bowden tube on it. But nonetheless, now it doesn't allow the carriage to pull up off of the, I mean, you could have just imagined the kind of print that would have caused me to get. But anyway, that's just a quick tip on how to adjust your carriage to make sure that it doesn't slop around, you know, and flop around whenever it's driving back and forth. You want to make sure that it's, you know, driving on its track just as accurately as possible. But that's how quick and easy it is to adjust the slack out of the carriage. Anyway, that's about all I got. You guys take care.